So yesterday Sayadaw explained about the two kinds of sutta knowledge, the learning and learning knowledge or empirical knowledge. So both are necessary, both are required when you practice Vipassana meditation. First of all, you need to learn how to practice correct method, and then you should put it into practice. You learn only how to practice, but you didn't put it into practice, then your knowledge will be useless. So that's why, first of all, you need to learn the correct method and you put it into practice so that you can fully enjoy the benefit. Regarding this point, Sayadaw yesterday explained one of the sutras from Anguttara Nikaya. The 5 things which should be used to contribute the practice, especially the samadhi, right view, so that your practice becomes fruitful. So there are 5 things which can help us to boost up our practice and our right view. These are Sila Nobhita, Sutta Nobhita. Sila Nobhita is morality, the contributing to the practice with the morality, and Sutta Nobhita with the Sutta knowledge, and Sakkacha Nobhita through the discussion, and Samatha Nobhita through the concentration, and Vipassana Nobhita through the Vipassana insight. So there is 2 kinds of the samadhi right view, the Vipassana samadhi and the Magga samadhi, out of the 5. So these samadhi are necessary to escape out of the samsara, the cycle of the suffering. So first of all, we need to develop the Vipassana samadhi, the right view, born on the insight knowledge. Regarding this point, Sayadaw yesterday explained the example for the growing trees, mango trees. It's just like the gardener who grows mango trees. So it is necessary to make a fence around the mango trees so that you can protect trees from several kinds of danger. And also it is necessary to water regularly and to make some suitable arrangement regarding soil. And also you should you should protect the trees from the several kinds of the insects and pests. And when there is any infections, you must remove them. And also you have to get rid of even small minor interference obstacle like the spider web, etc. So in this example, the gardener can be compared to the yogi. So yogi is like the gardener. He is growing the trees or the Vipassana samadhi, the practice. The small young mango trees, it can be compared with the young Vipassana insight, Vipassana samadhi. And making a fence around the trees is like a sila. The supporting the practice with the sila is compared to the making a fence around the tree. And the sutta, the learning or discussion with the teachers, compared to the watering the trees, and making some suitable arrangement with the soil, just like digging the soil and clearing the weed, and giving the trees, providing the trees with the fertilizer necessary. So in this performance is compared to the Sakacha Nupija, the discussing with the teacher and correcting any mistakes. And so you have to learn how to practice properly with the teacher. And if you have any problem, you have to discuss with the teacher and solve the problem. And if there is any problem, it is necessary to discuss with the teacher. It is like the removal of the pest or insect. So when you practice and develop the concentration, then the nivarana, the hindrances, is reduced to certain level. Then your mind is become tranquil and the concentration gets strong. So to reach that state, it's quite important to note every moment, every second. If you are able to know every second, so 5 minutes is 300 moments, and 1 hour is 3,600 moments. You can develop the momentary concentration. Through that concentration, you can keep your mind away from the mental defilements, nivarana. That is compared to the removal of the pests and insects from the trees and the plants. So the yogi actually is supposed to get rid of any kind of the hindrances and interference. The yogi should be stagnant and lower. So he should keep on practicing and removing any kinds of the interference, so that his practice can become fruitful. So any kinds of small minor interference must be removed, just like removing the weed out of the soil. So that type of the contributing factor is called can be compared to the gardeners who take care of who nurture the trees and removing the small minor obstacles like the webs, spider web. So in this way you can uplift your practice through the samatha, the tranquility, concentration, and then the vipassana by observing every moment. You can develop the vipassana. That's the tree or the vipassana trees or the samadhi tree get bigger and bigger, grow bigger and become. So regarding Sutta Lokita, is supporting your practice with the knowledge. Here, Sutta, there's a remarkable Pali word is Suttawa. So Suttawa means the possessor of the knowledge. So knowledge possessor, which refers to the knowledge of a person. So possessor, the owner of the knowledge, is Suttawa. Here owner means actually the praiseworthy person regarding the knowledge. So when you study, when you learn the correct method or the practice, then you must have correct purpose. That is to overcome mental defilement. So that's very important. So in Pali it is Santi-Lesa Vedasana Samadhan. So your knowledge should be helping you to overcome, to get rid of mental defilement. So you must keep that purpose in your mind when you learn Buddhist scriptures and Buddha's teaching. So you need to learn with correct purpose so that you become praiseworthy, admirable person regarding your knowledge. Then only can you be regarded as a Sutawa, the owner of the knowledge possessor. So after having learned the correct practice with the correct purpose, you need to put your knowledge into practice. You have to practice continuously and carefully. Pratisya and Sakya. Carefully and continuously without break. You must make great effort to focus your mind on the object from moment to moment, one after another. That's a very important duty for you to carry out. As a yogi, you must be zealous all the time. And you must apply your knowledge to practice so that you become the admirable, praiseworthy person because of your knowledge. You are praiseworthy, admirable owner of the knowledge in Pali Sutta. So whenever you study or learn or listen to the Dhamma, you must have the correct purpose. So you must make great use of your knowledge so that you can fully enjoy the benefit of your knowledge. And then you are honored as a Sutawa, the possessor of the Sutta or knowledge. So you must make great use of your knowledge until you accomplish your purpose, your goal. So first of all, you need to learn, you need to have the knowledge of the correct method, and then you must put it into practice until you accomplish your purpose. When you are having the Sutta, the intellectual knowledge or learning knowledge or empirical knowledge, the owner of the knowledge, owner of the Sutta, here owner or possessor doesn't mean someone who has small amount of something. For example, the wealth owner or the owner of the wisdom, the wise man or the wealthy man. That's if you have a small amount of knowledge and wisdom, you cannot be regarded as a wise man. Or if you have a small amount of the wealth, you are not regarded as a wealthy man, wealthy person. So only when you have a great amount of the wealth or wisdom, you are honored as a wise man or wealthy man. So owner or possessor, here also the same. Small amount of the knowledge or the minor knowledge, you have only small amount of knowledge, then you cannot be such the knowledge owner, knowledge possessor. So you must have the certain amount of the knowledge so that you can practice correctly. Then only can you regard it as a Sutawa, the possessor of the knowledge or the owner of the knowledge. So you must learn correct method so that you can practice until you achieve whatever you want, so that you can accomplish your purpose. So it is very important to learn correct methods to a certain extent, so that you can accomplish your purpose. So it's just fulfilling sila or the purifying your mind or to some extent is not enough. You have to go further until you accomplish your purpose, the enlightenment. Then only you are regarded as a possessor of the knowledge, the one who can make the knowledge into practice, who can apply the knowledge until you accomplish your purpose. So then only you accept the owner of the knowledge, owner of the empirical knowledge. So that here teachers are teaching the correct method to the yogis, so that yogis become the praiseworthy, knowledgeable person. So when you study or learn the correct method from the teacher, the purpose, as mentioned repeatedly, purpose must be to overcome mental defilements. So when you practically put your knowledge into practice, you have to focus your mind on the object, which is newly occurring from moment to moment. Here, object is said in general. Specifically, suppose the rising falling. So when you observe rising falling, you have to focus your mind on the rising falling. So you have to follow the instruction. So you must direct your mind to the object, rising falling. You must make great effort in that object. So if you are too excited, then you may overshoot the object, then you have to relax. Then if you are too relaxed, you may miss objects quite often, then you have to waste your energy. So you must aim your mind toward the object and observe the rising falling from moment to moment according to the instruction. Thus your knowledge can become fruitful. The knowledge can help you to destroy the mental defilements, sankidesa, vedana, samatha. So just by listening to the Dhamma, you can learn how to practice correctly, and then you can keep your mind away from the worry and anxiety. So starting from rising and falling, all kinds of the mental and physical phenomena are objects for you to observe. All the time you must make great effort to direct your mind to the objects which are newly occurring from moment to moment. Then there will be no mental defilements coming in. You can get rid of mental defilements moment by moment. Here to get rid of mental defilements, to remove mental defilements, to eradicate mental defilements actually means the leaving no room for mental defilements. The original mental defilements cannot be gathered and cannot be overcome, cannot be removed. Actually, the removal of mental defilement means the leaving no room for mental defilements, giving no chance for mental defilements. So you must make great effort all the time to focus your mind on the object, developing mindfulness and concentration. So by making effort in this way, you can block unwholesome unwholesomeness from coming in, and then you can open wholesomeness. So you can stop your mind from wandering. In this way you can make great use of your knowledge and learning until you accomplish your purpose. So through the courageous effort and mindfulness and concentration, you protect your mind from all kinds of mental defilements. So that is the correct purpose to cultivate when you learn correct method. As mentioned earlier, the knowledge owner, knowledge possessor, if you can practice correctly, so now your knowledge should be set just praiseworthy. You are praiseworthy knowledge owner, knowledge possessor. So if you apply your knowledge practically, then you are able to see the true phenomena of the mind and the body, and later you will experience by yourself their validity and conditionality and impermanence, etc. When you see the truth, there is no room for the false sense, false knowledge, that is ignorance or delusion. Once you gain the right knowledge, then there will be no chance for delusion or ignorance to take place. So all you need to do is try your best to focus your mind on the object, so that you can protect your mind from the mental defilements. So that you find the true phenomena. Once you find the true phenomena of the mind and the body, then there will be no ego belief. You find everything to be phenomena. There is no ego or self or soul involved. There is no Paramatma, the universal soul or creator or God involved in the phenomena. Actually, these are all mental and physical phenomena arising and passing away according to the condition. Then there will be no room or no chance for the wrong view to take place, to come in. So in this way, you can put your practice into, you can put your knowledge into practice. Thus you can become praiseworthy, knowledgeable person. So just like nurturing the trees and the plants, so we have to all the time take care of our practice and nurture and develop our mindfulness. So we have to make great effort. Not you cannot do with the hesitation, you cannot succeed the lazy mind. So out of the 24 hours, you are supposed to practice all the time except the sleeping hours, or 2 sleeping hours. You're supposed to note every object, starting from the sitting, going somewhere, and then even the small minor activities like the opening and closing your eye, blinking your eye, and so on. So whatever object, whatever activities, mental or physical or emotional, whatever it may be, must be noted as it is, repeatedly, continuously. So then only can you put your practice, your learning into practice. Then only can you make your practice, can you make your knowledge fruitful until you accomplish your purpose. Just like a tree, if you take great care of the trees by watering regularly, by giving them the fertilizer occasionally, then the tree become grow bigger and taller, and its branches also will come out. So in the same way, if you take great care on your practice, supporting with your knowledge and making your knowledge fruitful until you accomplish your purpose, so that your knowledge can become bright and develop. So that's why it is very important to observe continuously, repeatedly. Here the Pali word Vipassana is a remarkable meaning. It's a new meaning, repeatedly or continuously. Vipassana means seeing. So by practicing, by observing objects from moment to moment, you can see the phenomena in terms of their nature continuously and repeatedly. And another Pali word is Atisaya. Atisaya means extreme or great effort. You have to make great effort so that you can see the truth. You can observe the phenomena continuously without break. So regarding the watering the trees regularly, Sayadaw related his experience of the tree plantation in this center. When the earlier times, when we established this center, initially, we grow the trees and the plants, but we cannot give water regularly, so many trees died. So in the same way, your practice should be supported with knowledge, sutta, the learning, so that you can destroy the mental defilements, sankilesa, vedasana, samatha. The correct purpose to learning, for learning is to destroy mental defilements. So when you try your best to destroy mental defilements, two kinds of the energies are necessary: the great effort and the right aiming. You have to make great effort, and then you have to aim your mind at the object, to direct your object, and so that you can keep your mind away from mental defilements. You can block mental defilements. You can open the road to the enlightenment. So these two energies is very important for your achievement. So to accomplish your purpose, the knowledge is important. The knowledge must be praiseworthy. The knowledge can be praiseworthy only when you can put it into practice until you achieve what you want. Otherwise, your knowledge is not praiseworthy. So you must make great effort in the practice with the praiseworthy knowledge and great effort, so that you can develop the mindfulness and the concentration until you attain enlightenment. That's all for today. Sadhu, sadhu.